Hi guys, welcome back to day 6 of 20 days of candy. Today we traveled all the way to Houston, Texas to the Space Center, and we're gonna get to try astronaut candy. The main purpose of this mission was to find out if astronauts eat candy at all in space, and we found out that they do, and they eat a lot of it. So let's try it for ourselves. Okay, so a little background information on all the space missions and everything that we learned today. The first set of missions was Mercury. Those missions were to see if we could even function as humans in space. They were trying to see if we could go to the bathroom in space, if we could even eat food in space, or like if we could even get to space and survive. So that was Mercury missions. And then they moved on to the Gemini missions. So the Gemini missions were to see how we could sustain ourselves in space and how long we could sustain ourselves in space. It was also a series of missions used to see what techniques and technology we could use to go to space and then come back. That way we could send people and then bring them back. And then after the Gemini missions were the Apollo missions. The Apollo missions were the ones that wanted to get man in the moon, and they succeeded. NASA is focusing on going to Mars now. So from now to the year 2030, their mission is to get to Mars. So the main question was, do astronauts eat candy in space, or do they have sweet tooth in space? And we found out that yes, so they eat everything that they like, especially since they're homesick. They try to get their favorite snacks up there. The thing is that everything is freeze-dried. So anything they want is just freeze-dried. Hamburgers, they can have hamburgers. The only thing is the bread is going to be tortilla instead of actual bread, because tortillas just hold a lot better in space. And for snacks, they have astronaut ice cream, dried freeze strawberries, and dried freeze apples. So since it's really hot outside and we don't have a table to do this at, and if we're inside we have to wear a mask, we're going to go try these in our automobile. Let's go. Okay guys, so we're here in the automobile. Let's start with the freeze-dried apples. So these apples were originally developed for early Apollo missions. So they are frozen to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and then they're vacuum dried and placed in a special foil pouch. That way the astronauts can take it into weightless conditions. So, what are your impressions of how it's going to taste?
Not sure how it's going to taste. I'm curious about how an apple tastes without water in it.
Right, let's find out. So we open it.
Can I smell it? Oh, does not smell fruity fresh.
It smells like cardboard.
Yeah,
that's cool. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh wow.
I don't know about this one, guys.
It's very interesting.
It looks like those chips that they sell at HEB. Are you ready?
Cheers.
Look, oh, that sound. Can you hear that sound? Look, put it. Dude, sound.
Cardboard.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, cheers.
It tastes just like an apple. It's a styrofoamy taste.
It's weird because as you start chewing it, the apple starts to rehydrate. This is as close to an apple as you're gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, if I was in space, this would be a delicious tasting treat. It's just since we have good apples here on Earth, I just don't mess with this.
But it really relies on your saliva, because if your mouth was dry, this would be horrible.
Look at the consistency of it. What do you rate the apples? Honest rating.
I thought it was probably an 8 out of 10. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, it's just dried fruit. So the texture, you probably won't like the texture, but the flavor is definitely there.
I would give it, for what it is, astronaut food, I would give it a solid 10. Because if I was an astronaut and I was in space, I would be very happy to eat that. But as someone on Earth, I just can't be satisfied by it. As a snack, it doesn't taste bad. It just feels weird when you bite it. So if you like apple, like, you'd enjoy it for sure. But I like the apple juice and everything. Next is freeze-dried strawberries. Like the other ones, these were negative 40 below Fahrenheit, and then vacuum dried and placed in this bag. So it actually smells really good.
Ooh.
It smells like strawberries.
Ooh. Yeah.
It reminds me of this candy that we have at the store.
Let me see again.
It's those slices, the fruit slices that we have, but the strawberry ones. Like,
I think these are gonna taste a lot better than the apple.
Piece right here, yeah, big piece.
Okay, let's hear the sound. Okay. Oh, sorry.
It's gone. Good thing there's no juice, guys. Nothing will happen to it.
No rotting.
Wow.
Get closer.
It like started scraping it off. So this one literally looks like styrofoam.
That is crazy.
And we'll do another close-up shot.
You can see the dust on my finger.
Yeah, you can see dust coming off. Mmm.
Wow. Like, this could almost be baby food. They're really good.
They're pretty good. I would actually eat these.
Me too.
So they literally taste like a strawberry, but like just candy. Like, it's really cool. If I was in space and I wanted strawberry candy, dude, you got it for sure. It's right here. It's really good.
Look at that. That's crazy.
Cool.
There's
All right.
the seeds on it too.
What would you rate it?
This one, 10 out of 10.
10
11 out of 10.
I would rate this one 11 out of 10 just because I gave the other one 10 out of 10. Not knowing that it could actually taste like candy-ish. This one definitely hit it. Like, if I was in space and I needed candy, this is the it go right here. And it only has 70 calories, which is like, it's fruit. It's really cool. Strawberries, they're really cool. Okay, guys. So last but not least, we got the vanilla ice cream sandwich right here. We do have these available at Candy Machine Online or Candy Machine our store, and you can go pick these up right there and try them yourself. So these were made for the Mercury missions. So they were the very first missions, like I told y'all earlier. The Mercury missions were just to see if we could even survive in space, eat, go to the bathroom, just the basic functions of humans. So it does maintain the calories as well, which is pretty good for the astronauts. Let's try it. So out of all the foods that we had today, and the ones they have available for sale, this is probably the closest to candy. The cool thing that they did tell us is that pretty much anything can be taken to space as long as it's freeze-dried. Freeze-dried, okay? So watch. So you open it up. The really cool thing about this type of ice cream is that here in Texas, we get really hot days. Like right now it's 100 degrees outside, but we're in the car and this won't melt. Woo!
Wow.
So you'd think that this is melty, right? No. It literally feels just like plastic.
No.
One, two.
No.
It's gonna bust.
It's a rock. Oh. There she goes.
Okay, so it breaks like that. Take your piece.
Wow.
Okay, have you ever tried astronaut ice cream before?
I have never tried astronaut ice cream before.
Well, you're about to try some astronaut ice cream. It looks really good. You can see it. You think that it is you think that it's milk, like melty, but it's really just like plastic.
Holy cow.
So it has that sound still. Ready?
Cheers. Oh.
Tastes like a cookie. So the outside is really weird because it's two different things. They dried freeze the cookie waffle and they dried freeze the ice cream. So when you get to the ice cream, it's really soft and kind of melts in your mouth. The cookie waffle gets harder, and then you have to bite it, and it kind of gives you like a papery feeling in your mouth. But in space, this would be delicious, guys. Like, think about it. If you don't have ice cream, it is the second best thing.
That is true.
How are you doing?
The chocolate part of it is really good. The thing that was making me kind of nervous was the dairy part. The chocolate was great.
I think it's really good. So if you were to go on a road trip, if you were to go camping,
Yeah.
if you were gonna go, dang, I would even want to say like if you're gonna go somewhere that's just like you don't want to have something cold, you want to have like a cookie, but you love ice cream tasting stuff, this is perfect for you because like you'll go anywhere, it won't melt, you don't need a spoon, you don't have to worry about making a mess. You can literally just pick at it and like be eating it, and it honestly would be a great snack for you.
Yeah.
I really like this one. I think this was really good.
What would you rate it?
I would rate it a 15 out of 10 because
Nice.
I mean, dude, like if you were in space, like who's to tell you that you can have ice cream? Like that's crazy. And like the fact that it actually does taste, like it satisfies the sweet tooth. You won't have the brain freeze or anything, but given the circumstances, it's like there's no oxygen either. So dude, the fact you have ice cream is pretty great.
Definitely.
They have Neapolitan, they have vanilla. They used to sell the ice cream like just by the block. We didn't see that here. We carry it sometimes. I just haven't seen it for a while. But those are really good as well. I like those a little better than these, just because it's a pure ice cream, and that's like the main part that I really like.
So, I look forward to trying the Neapolitan one.
Awesome. All right, guys. So that concludes trying all the astronaut foods. Remember, all you gotta do is freeze dry your food, and you can eat anything in space. So that concludes day 6 of 20 days of candy, guys. Make sure you keep eating candy, and stay tuned for day 7 of 20 days of candy, because we're only gonna go to cooler places and do cooler things. So we're gonna go play in the space station, and we'll see you tomorrow. Adios.